Yeah, this is it. It's already nothing. Yet it's everything. And there is already no one here and no one anywhere to know this, just this. There is no past. There is no future. There is no present. Yet there can be stories about the future, the apparent future, present, past, which is already appearing in this now. And the stories themselves, they may seem to be making sense. They may seem to have a purpose, meaning and purpose. They may seem to be going somewhere. But already they are just stories. They are empty. They are really going nowhere. They're just appearances in that which is already not an appearance. It's just what is. It's already whole and complete, also appearing as what seems to be an appearance, also appearing as different stories, which seem to have a meaning and purpose. But this as it is already empty, it's already nothing. Yet it's every apparent thing. And this is it can never be gotten because there's no separation. There's nothing sticking out already. There's no distance to cover. It's already the totality, timelessness, vastness, which can never be forgotten or remembered. It is too immediate to be known or forgotten or remembered. It is not a story. It is not a thing that can be grasped, that can be known, that can be understood. So this is already empty. This is already nothing. This is already that which is being longed for. Wherever the seeking may be directed or the searching, it might seem to be directed to a certain material thing or objects, but what is being sought for is actually this, the totality, everything. What seems to be missing is already that which is whole, complete, which is already not lacking anything. It's never really missing. If it seems to be missing, that's just a story appearing in it as it. This can never be missed. This can never be lost. This can never be found. It's already the case. It's already here. Not for anybody.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You know, a lot of folks when they get glimpses, they have this sort of fluid, blissful, you know, awakening. They call it an awakening, right? Where all of a sudden, you just see everything being fluid and um, sort of massive pleasure response, right? A blissful response. Um,
Yes.
I think a lot of people expect that that's going to be that way the whole time. Afterwards. And perhaps spend a lot of time trying to seek that state again. What is the role of that? What do you have to say about that state, apparent state?
um, I can say it's not even a state, you know. It's already here even before seeking may arise. It's already here in the midst of seeking. And no one really attains it. No one really gets it. No one really have glimpses about this. But in the story, it may be interpreted as if uh, there's someone who, who achieved it. But it's never realized that this, there is only this, you know. When it seems as if this, it's seen, it's here, there is clarity. It's not that somebody has clarity about it. It's just this um, seeing that it's the only thing there is. There is nothing else that is separate from it. It's not that somebody is experiences it or finds it and end up losing it and tries to get it. The one who seems to be doing that is already not there, even when that clarity seems to happen. He's already not there, even in the midst of seeking for this. The one who claims to have found it is illusory. That one is never even there when the clarity is there. But it can be assumed that when that glimpse seems to fade away, it may assume that, oh, I got it. I don't know what happened, but I lost it. No, you weren't even there in the first place. in the midst of trying to get it, or that seems to be happening, there is no one there already.
Right.
They just
But back here on Earth,
who's where?
Pardon?
Who's where?
The experience of the clarity and the expectation of the clarity gets in the way of the clarity, I think. The expectation of clarity. Whereas this can be very mundane, right? This is not always fluid and orgasmic. Sometimes it's just getting up and going to work or whatever. So the
Mm,
illusory feeling of I've got it, I lost it, you know, that many of us feel. Um, of course, there's no one to get it and lose it anyway. But
mm.
within the algorithm, within the simulation, the expectation of getting it gets in the way of having it, I guess, even though it's already there and always there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story. Yeah, it is. It is. It's there can be a story as well appearing in this of missing the obvious, something missing the obvious. You know, even the attempt to get it, it's not necessary. Yet that which is attempting to get it is already that which can never be gotten already. So there is nothing here that tries to stop anything from happening, because every expression is just this already. Every expression is already that which is being longed for, which also includes the longing. The longing is this. The one longing for this is already this. So there's no one longing for this, and there's no longing for this. Everything is this already. The dog trying to bite, to catch its tail. Can never win. Can never make it. So things can be seen, the movement, um, roller coaster ride, going around in circles of stories, okay, can be seen, can be observed here. And there's really nothing that is trying to stop that, because even that already is this. Even something that tries to stop that from happening, it's still this. So you can't go wrong or right. Yeah, everything is already this. Every expression. The attempt that the attempt of getting it is already this. Giving up is already this. What is seen as somebody finding this is already this. Losing this is this too. Yet this is really not. This is empty fullness for nobody. It's already the case. It's already whole and complete. There's nothing missing here. There's nothing lacking here. There's no one looking for this already. There's no seer. There's no finder. There's no teacher. There's no guru. There's no one here. All there is this, which is already unknowable, expressing as the apparent mind or seeking energy that is seeking for this non-stop. But that as well can never really be judged because it's still an expression of this. There's no one here who has been seeking for this for more than 55 years, 65 years, 20 years, 15 years. All there is just this. All there is an expression of the totality. Totality expressing as meditation, totality expressing as different individuals, family members, brothers, sisters, daughters, monkeys, birds, chicken. So this is beautiful. This is a play. It doesn't need to be taken seriously. Yes, taking it seriously is already it. It's already this. Even that which says it doesn't need to be taken seriously is already this. So as well, an advice can be given here, like saying, think about nothing. Spend time still thinking about nothing. And enjoy that. Your brother comes around in your house and talks to you and says, "Yeah, Charles, what have you been thinking about this day today?" I've been thinking about nothing. And the mind, the apparent mind, doesn't like that. Doesn't like to think about nothing, to think about space. The mind likes objects, labels, something to talk about, story to engage in, to discuss. Yet even the thinking itself is already not being done by anybody. Thinking simply happens. But in the story, it may seem as if somebody's doing it. Then because of that belief, or because of that energy that seems to believe that some, it may, a suggestion may seem to arise here, saying, okay, if you want to think, if you think you are thinking, then think about nothing. It's beautiful advice. The mind, in a way, becomes exposed that it's not real. The separate self that never was. It is seen clearly that it's nothing. You know, it dissipates right there on the spots, and recognize that it never, it wasn't even there in the first place. Seems to be there when there are stories to talk about, labels, past. The me that never was trying to seek for nothing as if it's something. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. Beautiful expression. Yet the seeking, the efforts to seek for this may somehow also be seen as for that imaginary separate self to get to the end of itself. Because it can only be real to its own self in a way. Seems to be real to its own self. Because there's no one here. Even itself is already not there. But in the story, it may seem to be so real to its own self. I'm here, I'm George. I grew up in California, married, with beautiful children, have a good job. It seems to be real to its own self. It's nothing. It's not even there. Those are just assumptions. Those are just knowledge in the memory. There's no one there. There's just this, which is nothing. Yet it's already everything. And it can never be achieved by anyone.
I got it.
Never lose it again. It's just a joke. That which is looking from behind those eyes is nobody. It's already nothing. There's no entity behind the body or inside the body who's looking out from those eyes. The bodies are empty already. Charles never was. And there's no Ngozi. Yeah. There can be an opinion happening, saying, oh, I'm Ngozi, this is Ngozi, this is Charles, but those are just assumptions, an empty belief, imagination, which is already good because it's an expression of this. It's not wrong or right, it's just what's happening. These are just here to decorate the story, to make the story more real, more beautiful. But everything is empty. Everything is an appearance in this. Everything is nothing. It's not special. This right here isn't special. It's not better than anyone, not better than anything. It's just the expression of the totality, one of the expressions of the totality. Same as that's one. It's the expression of this. already empty. This has never been born. Therefore, it never dies. When the body drops, there can be that simple recognition that all there is this already. All there was, if you want to say, was just this. There was never Charles. There was never Ngozi. And the recognition itself, it's not. It doesn't go with a claim or a boasting about getting something. It's like so innocent, just like a newborn baby. It's quite beautiful. Questions don't arise anymore. If questions do arise, it doesn't mean that there is somebody who's better, or the one who questions don't arise is better than the one that still has questions arising. There is no one there already to have questions, to ask questions, or to have no questions. Everything is already this. Questions with questions or without questions, it doesn't really matter. You are there already. Not being there yet, those are just imaginary stories. Trying to get there is hopeless for the me, because the me doesn't exist already. It can never even be anywhere else, but it may seem to try to get there, but it's already not anywhere, nowhere to be found. Not that there was somebody looking for it, just you can only see from yourself. You can't see yourself. talking about this, the wholeness, the totality, the spaciousness. The seeing itself, the seeing alone, without seeing something, seeing an object or a label, the seeing as it is. I don't know why I say this, but just had to be said.
Sorry, the seeing, you didn't finish the thought there. The seeing
The
alone,
seeing,
the seeing alone.
yeah, yeah, the seeing alone.
Full stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the seeing alone without including something to see or somebody to see. Just the seeing. So today, what came up here is a thought about nothing, thinking about nothing, and the seeing alone. So
Nice.
that's
That's my assignment.
yeah.
I've got an assignment. Wow. It's been a long time since I've had any homework.
Yeah, it's been such a long time.
Okay. I will go to work. Think about the nothing and see the seeing.
Yeah,
Okay.
beautiful.
Thank you, Nkosi. See you next week.
You're welcome. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.